this bubble right here will be the, these bubbles will be the bubbles that you're going to use for paragraph number 3. So all of this is going to be used in paragraph number 3. In that paragraph, you are going to talk about the return and the resolution. This is going to be what you're using for the topic sentence right here. So again, when you look at the sentence frames for the third body paragraph, it says, the third and final stage of the hero's journey is, and you tell me, is blank and blank. You're going to use the bubble, is return and resolution. So your topic sentence would say, the third and final stage of the hero's journey is the return and resolution. Then you move on to the explanation. You have to explain. You are going to begin with the return. This will be supporting detail number 1. Supporting detail number 1. This one goes first. And this is going to be supporting detail number 2. Supporting detail number 2. This is going to be second. So look at the sentence frames, and for the return, you have to tell me what happens when he goes back home. When Ulysses goes back home, what happens? Remember that he was trying to kill all of the suitors. So he was trying to come up with a plan, and he didn't look like himself. He was disguised as a beggar, so that's how he looked like. And just tell me what happens when he goes back home. So use the sentence frames again, and you're going to say, what is more, the resolution of the story happens when, you're going to say, when Ulysses returns home, and you tell me what happens. When Ulysses returns home, he disguises as a beggar and tries to come up with a plan to kill all the suitors. And then you give me the evidence. For one thing, you give me the context for the quote, and then who's the one speaking, and you're gonna give me the quote that you're going to use. You're gonna cite it, and then explain the quote in 2 sentences. And then you move on to the next section, which is the resolution of the story. How does everything go back to normal? You tell me that right here. In this one right here, what is more, the resolution of the story happens when, and tell me what happens at the end. How does everything go back to normal? Who helps Ulysses? And if you don't remember what happens at the end of the story and how everything goes back to normal, you have to go back to the story and read the last page, the last section. That's going to tell you how everything goes back to normal. And then you give me your quote. For instance, tell me the context, what's going on, who's the speaker, which one is a character, or is it the narrator? Which quote are you going to use to show me how everything went back to normal? And then cite it, and then explain what the quote means in 2 sentences. What does it show? What does it mean? And then you write your concluding sentence by yourselves. So the concluding sentence will go here. And then that's how you end your paragraph.